Hi, welcome to Monday. My goodness, did you survive the weekend? I know I did. I got a chance to sing at my one of my best radio friends' wedding. Dan Hardy, he married his beautiful bride Angela, and I can finally say what song I was going to sing because it was like a top secret song till I sang it. So I did. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. It's New York, New York by the incomparable Frank Sinatra. Bought a fedora for the event and everything, and it was just an honor to perform for one of my best friends and just to see love happen. I love love. So let's dive right into the podcast. Happy Monday. You're going to make it through the work week. You just got to believe it. So big surprise and congrats go out to Millie Bobby Brown. Not only is she 11 from Stranger Things, but she is really all grown up. She's a woman now. So she married John Bon Jovi's son, Jake Bon Jovi, and they've adopted a baby girl as of this summer. They haven't shared her name yet, but congrats to the happy parents. I just can't believe that she's old enough to be a mom. She's still a little girl to me, but I guess that's what TV does for you. Lil Nas X, he kind of had people kind of a little concerned for him because he was arrested for walking down Ventura Boulevard just in his white tidy whitey underwear. Thank God they were clean. In fact, they almost look too clean. I'm not saying that you can't keep clean underwear, but they were like brand spanking fresh new out of the pack clean. Then he got arrested for attacking cops when they approached him. Police think that he may have been on some drugs or something like that. He's going to be just fine. But knowing Lil Nas X, I smell a stunt. I think he's promoting something or a project that he's doing because if there's one thing about him, he knows how to get people talking about him. So I would not be surprised if he has a new album or a song dropping. They came up with a list of celebrities who are hated for petty reasons. And this is funny to me because Claire Danes made the list. You know, a little throwback to the 90s, 2000s. Jacob Elordi, who is kind of everybody's thirst trap, sort of actor right now. He's like 6'10" or whatever and looks like a model, blah, blah, blah. Can't imagine why he's being hated for being petty. And also Nick Jonas, another surprise shocker to me. I thought he was one of like the beloved Jonas brothers. They're like the good boys to me. Apple TV, if you didn't know, just raised its monthly fee by 30%. So it's going up from $9.99 a month to $12.99 a month. They need their coins. Existing customers will see that increase within the next 30 days. So just a heads up for there. Netflix has something that I think is very, very fascinating. They've got a new astrology hub where you can actually look up recommendations based on your zodiac sign. It sounds about as random as their suggestions already are. But like, for instance, if you're a Taurus, you can watch American Psycho. I just made that joke up. Tauruses are crazy to me, but I'm a Gemini, so people think the same thing about me. Collider.com ranked Airplane as the funniest movie of the last 50 years, which I have to say I've seen some clips. I never watched it in full because it came out like I don't know before I was born or when I was a kid, but it was very funny back in the day. It's followed by This Is Spinal Tap at number 2, and then Birdcage in third place. So this is kind of like a vast list, and I'm going to be honest, I think it's like an older person's list because where's Bridesmaids? Where's Mean Girls? Where's Clueless? I mean, those are top comedies. Tropic Thunder. Hello. Not that I do country, but Blake Shelton is kind of unanimously known because he's married to the Banana Singer. Oh, that's much. Blake Shelton, married Gwen Stefani, just announced that he's returning to the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace for a brand new residency in January. This is what he said. We're going to do it more country with more cocktails, probably make a few more questionable decisions. Let's go, Vegas. Hey, my money's on Backstreet Boys. I want to go to the Sphere. My cousin went with a whole bunch of friends, and evidently it was just spectacular. In fact, Bree, who is the owner of CS Custom Blinds, which I'm going to get to their endorsement in just a second, had a blast, and she said it was so much fun. So I'm like, I want to go. I love Backstreet Boys. Bye, bye. It's the way you make me. Can we make me go crazy? It's gotta be you. Okay, I digress. Speaking of CS Custom Blinds, before I do that, head over to bobbyadon.com for all my links, all my socials and streaming handles. It's where you can find my face and hear my streaming. If you can't see my face, I appreciate you listening or watching wherever you do and get your podcasts. And before I forget, Brie, who went to the Backstreet Boys concert in the Sphere in Las Vegas, who had a blast, also owns CS Custom Blinds, locally owned and operated with her husband, Peter, who I love, sends me all the Jeep videos on TikTok. They are locally owned and operated 15 years plus strong in this community, and they care about you. They care about customer service. So from the beginning quote, which is totally free, by the way, the in-home estimate, 719-344-2799 to get that scheduled. But from that process, when they measure to giving you the quote to installing and to even after installation, they want to make sure that you're happy and taken care of because customer service matters when you're a small business. And that's what they focus on. They want to make sure that you're happy. And I'm telling you, they've got anything from outdoor exteriors like the amazing Sunsetter, which is this retractable awning that gets placed in an outdoor space that's typically typically baked in the afternoon sun, so you can't sit out there. But guess what? If you have a sunsetter, it's a retractable awning. Even got a fancy wind sensor on there, retracts when it senses too much wind, and you can enjoy your space all over again. But besides that, they've also got interiors, blinds, shutters, shades, anything you can imagine and dream up of, in any colors and any style, they can make happen. And if you're worried about budget, you don't have to be, because they've got something that works for everybody's budget. And for the final push for summer, for a limited time, you can do 0% financing for up to 18 months in lieu of a down payment. So guess what that means for you? You get the nice quality products installed in your home, and you don't have to front all this money up front, and you get to lock in lower prices before they, unfortunately, most of the times, this is what happens. They end up going up every year because inflation. You know those things, like eggs went from like 98 cents to $15, and now people are financing those. You might as well put some investment in your home and fall in love with it all over again. And the in-home estimate is totally free. Call right now, 719-344-2799, or visit them online at cscustomblinds.com. CS Custom Blinds, Colorado owned for your Colorado home. Have a wonderful work week. I'll see you tomorrow.